as simple.
You should. If you're gonna get me arrested, obviously you hate Trump, so you should get some.
No, I don't like people shouting lies on the street when they don't have.
What have I said that was a lie?
You said the president, or at least we have.
Finally, we have an American president.
Yeah.
Woo!
Well, that's a fucking lie.
Our first American president in about 8 years, I would say.
Well, that's a fucking lie.
How you doing?
You got a sound permit?
Yeah.
Hey, take the batteries.
Huh?
Take the batteries.
He doesn't have a sound permit, or he would have told me that.
He has a sound permit.
Does he?
Yeah.
He wouldn't answer my question, so I figured I was going to call.
I'm just being nosy.
Is it good for every day? You have to get a separate one every day.
You got one today.
You were saying? You were saying?
Good for today. Okay, then, free speech.
You want to come and speak?
No.
Free speech, is it not?
But you know what? You're a shitty singer.
Because I couldn't get arrested, now I'm a shitty singer. Awesome. She tried to get me arrested.
I know, I just wanted to know if you had a sound permit. If you would have told me.
But it's none of your business if I have a sound permit. Oh, that was sweet. I haven't cursed at you at all. And you just said F you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Come on, guys. Let's say it together. CNN is fake news. CNN is fake news. CNN is fake news. CNN is fake news. CNN
is fake news.
Brian Stelter is fake news. Woo! I love it. You want to say that out loud?
He lies. Cooper lies more than he reads.
He lies more than he breathes. So if he doesn't lie, that means he suffocated himself. Love it. Amen, amen. Don Lemon is fake news. Don Lemon is a race baiter. What is with these race baiters in the news today? Race baiters in the news. So focused on somebody's color. They don't care who's getting murdered. CNN is fake news, MSNBC is fake news, New York Times is fake news, Daily News is fake news. Who else is fake news? Come on, give me another one. CBS, ABC, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, is that your bag? Can I put these batteries in your bag?
Yeah. Awesome. You got the batteries. Yeah. Just in case. Just some cheap ass Walgreens batteries. Yeah, I remember that day.
So where's everybody else?
I don't know. Maybe they'll come.
No, I mean, isn't the anti-Trumpers coming?
Of course. All right. Let me just say a few more things and we gotta go home.
Hey, what's up? What's up? All right, so like I said, CNN is fake news, okay? CNN refused to report on a Trump supporter being attacked for wearing a MAGA hat. But yet they love these fake hate crimes that they report all the time. I love that. I'll see you later. Remember guys, there's always two sides to a story, okay? The left side and the right side. Yes. Shake your head, because you don't understand. You need the red pill, sir, okay? This is the Matrix. You're beginning to believe. Alright. So, all I want to tell you guys is, whether you like it or not, people are allowed to express themselves freely. And yes, people support their president. That is a shocker, isn't it? People support their president. I had no idea. Who would support their president in the city that he came from? Wow, that's a shocker. Wow. And there's so many of us that are New Yorkers here that just love Donald J. Trump. Alright? We just love Donald Trump. Alright? He speaks on behalf of America. Okay? America. A man worth billions of dollars reached out to middle America in a way that politicians do not know how. This is why we don't need established politicians in D.C. This is why we need to drain the swamp, flush the toilet, and throw out the garbage. Alright? And when I say flush the toilet, I'm talking to you, de Blasio. You got 4 years, pal. 4 years. You're gonna see me a lot more. And I love the fact that you don't acknowledge Trump supporters being attacked in your city. That is beautiful. But it's okay. We're gonna keep hammering you with tweets. That's all we can do right now because you're afraid to protest. I was attacked at de Blasio's rally for holding an American flag with the Make America Great Again hat by his little goons. His little goons that went for the Revolutionary Communist Party, aka Refuse Fascism. One of those members recently attacked the Trump supporter, and his name is, we're not going to give out the name. If anything, we'll give that to the police. And we love the fact how you guys are always preaching peace and tolerance, and Trump loves hate, but I just think liberals kill, okay? Liberal hate kills. Liberal hate kills. Liberal hate kills. Alright?
Take it easy, bro.
So, today is November 9th. At 3 a.m. today, people cried. People cried because their president was Donald Trump. People cried tears of joy. People cried. I don't know why we cry. What is the reason we cry? Hello. Okay, so we're out here today to celebrate a 1-year anniversary of the greatest president to reach the Oval Office since, give me a name. Since who?
JFK.
Since JFK. JFK.
I know.
I see him. So, one of the reasons why I support Trump is for the simple fact, so many people told me he was sexist, he was racist, he's a misogynist, he's anti-Semitic. And then I go deep, dig deep, and then I'm like, wait a minute, he's anti-Semitic. Isn't his daughter Jewish? Isn't his daughter Jewish? Didn't his daughter convert to Judaism? Look who it is. You want to say hi? Boo. Oh, look who it is.
What's up, Steezy? My bad. Want to say something?
Yeah, check it out.
Mango. Yeah. After this, we're going to have macaroni and cheese. Alright guys, we got a little group coming here right now. This is awesome. We're going to build up our...
Yeah!
Glad you guys can come. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Come over here, sir. Let's do it. Yeah, California. We'll be here soon. We'll take over. So anyways, I think it's great that we have a president that is not racist. It's about damn time. I think it's great to have a president who doesn't focus on race. It's about damn time. Okay? And I love how people go, not every Trump supporter...
So LaRouche's supporting Trump now? Alright.
He has been since before the election. He said defeat Hillary. Whatever you can do, defeat Hillary. And this is Bob Mueller. Bob Mueller's going to jail for attacking our president and illegally sponsoring FBI dirty tricks and the funding of Christopher Steele, a British GCHQ agent who was given hundreds of thousands of dollars by the DNC, Hillary's campaign, and Obama to try to stop Trump from meeting with the Russian president, which he's doing right now. So who won? Mueller's in trouble. He's going to jail. President Trump is meeting with Putin and with Xi Jinping, and he's bringing home $250 billion of projects to put Americans to work.
I know you guys are a little bit, trying to recuperate. Oh my God. The boots have been fall off the counter. You know you drank a lot of, you drank too much when the bartender falls off the bar counter. So, anyways, I just want to let you guys know, whoa. Is it good? Did it crack? Awesome. So it was made in America? I would never have to answer that question. So, anyways, guys, this is beautiful. We're going to get more people here. Welcome to MAGA Day. This is the celebration of the day they cried. Yes, member. There is no no's on our side. It's yes, member. The day they cried. Yes, they cried. And this is why I'm celebrating. So don't look at me like I'm a bully or anything. You shouldn't have cried. That's your fault. That's not mine. So, because this is a free speech rally, who would like to be the first to speak? Chris Stefano. That is a badass shirt. Oh my God. Alright.
I'm right up there, man.
I know, man. I've been trying to contact you. I've been sucked. I was on fashion. I got sucked off of fashion school. Yeah, alright. Oh yes, guys, we have buttons, we have pens, we have bumper stickers for sale. Remember to put your bumper sticker in front of a Bernie bumper sticker. You want to help them out. Okay, let me give it to Chris. Hello. Hi. So I'm with the LaRouche Political Action Committee. We have been leading a fight to defend President Trump and shut down Robert Mueller and the whole attack on the president. Now what you have is, for example, today, President Trump is in China. This is called a State Visit Plus. No other president in the history of the United States has been received like this president has been received in China. Do you hear that in the news media? No, you do not. The media is not even talking about this world historic trip.
Your publication?
My publication?
Where you publish this?
Twitter, YouTube.
Can I find you online?
Absolutely, yeah. My Twitter page is on here, on the bottom. 911 no planner.
So Trump can't even have foreign relations.
No. I'm not from here. I live here in Manhattan.
Nuclear power on the planet.
No, not from here. Not from here. Originally from Rhode Island.
Okay,
Rhode Island.
that's what it is.
Yeah. Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
What is it considered Eastern?
With Russia and China.
Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Rhode Island. That's where I grew up.
Building our manufacturing in the United States. Now you know what came out of these meetings with President
Oh, you're Ryan.
Yeah.
I thought I read John on here.
No, that's one of the videos.
in
My Twitter's
Chinese
right here.
investment in natural gas development in West Virginia.
Thank you.
$250 billion of investments from the Chinese in the United States. That's what's come out of these meetings. What do we hear today in Syria? ISIS is evacuating their last stronghold. ISIS is being crushed in Syria. Because unlike Obama, President Trump didn't go in there and say, well, let's overthrow another secular government. Unlike Bush, President Trump didn't go in and say, let's overthrow another secular government. President Trump said we respect the sovereignty of Syria and will work with Russia and Assad to crush the enemy, ISIS. That's what President Trump did. So you have an end to regime change wars from President Trump, and you have returned to American industry, American infrastructure, and building this nation. And what is happening? The global elite from London, the people that own Christopher Steele, the MI6 agent that wrote all those lies about President Trump, and who paid for those lies? Hillary Clinton, the DNC, Barack Obama himself funneled the money to Perkins Coie, the law firm, that then gave the money to Christopher Steele to write and publish these lies against the president. And then these lies from British intelligence, from an MI6 agent Christopher Steele, are what Comey and Mueller are using to target our president. Now, Robert Mueller should resign. There are now members of Congress that are calling for Robert Mueller to step down. We finally have some congressmen with some courage to say Mueller should go. They
They called this a coup d'etat yesterday on the floor of the Congress. They said this is a coup d'etat. We allow an unregulated, uncontrolled attack, a witch hunt on our president. Our elected
What does it say? Stop the
president who we
coup.
Stop the
elected
coup.
Stop
this
the
day
coup.
1 year ago. So we're out here to say we're so glad that we have a president who wants peace in the world, who wants to crush ISIS and the terrorist threat. Who's not a British puppet like Bush and Obama going around overthrowing sovereign governments on the planet, but is restoring the rule of law on this planet and willing to work with Putin and Xi Jinping on win-win cooperation. This is the end of the British Empire. This is the end of the Bush-Obama tyranny. Now, on Sunday, William Binney is going to be speaking at the Symphony Hall. William Binney, Symphony Space on 95th and Broadway. William Binney, former NSA agent of 36 years, with the veteran intelligence professionals for sanity, has come out and said Russia did not hack the DNC computer, it was an internal leak. And furthermore, the NSA is spying on every American in this country instead of focusing on shutting down terrorism. That was under Bush and under Obama. But now, Binney is being called a conspiracy theorist by CNN because he's daring to speak out and saying Russia did not have a DNC computer. It was the DNC that leaked this data from their computers and put Russian fingerprints on it. That's right. And Seth Rich, who just dedicated a book to Seth Rich? Donna Brazil.
Campaign manager.
My God, Donna Brazil actually told the truth. This is also miraculous. At least part of the truth. We'll see. So, yeah, as he said, the election was rigged. That's right, the Democratic primaries were rigged.
Terrified of
And
snipers.
even Elizabeth Warren said the election was rigged. Not by the Russians. The election was rigged by Hillary. The election was rigged by British intelligence. But we unrigged the election. The American people unrigged the election. We came out and voted for President Donald J. Trump in droves all across this country. Democrats, Republicans, Independents. We were campaigning up in Buffalo area, and there was one town we were in, and the person came up and told me, and they said, this town is like 60-40 Democrat, Republican, and yet this town went for Donald Trump 75%. That tells you this is not about party. This is about people who are tired of being screwed by both parties and watching all the industrial jobs shipped out of the country and all of our infrastructure shut down. Bethlehem Steel, one thing after the next. And President Trump is now bringing back our manufacturing, our infrastructure, make America great again. Thank you very much.
Right. Yeah. That's 3% growth.
Chris Sayre, everybody. Chris Sayre. They love you, Chris. They're saying, who's this guy? He rocks. All right. You want to give us your Twitter? All right, guys. Chris Sayre on Twitter. Okay. As a free speech rally, understand that we don't need to pick sides here. Anybody can speak if they want to. But if you cry, I'm going to have to snatch this from you. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Let's check out this guy. This is Sir Chatelet over here. What do you want to call yourself, sir? Rich Greg, Czech ambassador. You look different, by the way. I didn't know that was you. Who is this?
The official Kansas City business tonight.
This is amazing. He has the hat too. This hat is exclusive, by the way. And oh my God. Do you guys see this right now?
The official
Wow, they're the Irish.
Oh my days. I don't believe it. He's got everything from down to the
I
tape.
can see the
Alright. So anyways, all I'm saying is we don't like fake news, okay? We want real news. We want people to start telling the truth. Honesty is the best policy. Alright? When Donald Trump went against the Republicans in the primaries and destroyed Hillary Clinton, I didn't see him as a party. I saw him as a demo public. This man destroyed both parties. And guess what he's doing? He's opening doors for us to let us understand that it's not about party, it's about the people. Alright? It's about the people. The largest county that voted for Obama voted for Trump, believe it or not. The most pro-Obama county voted Trump. What does that tell you? We want an American president. That's what that tells you. I don't like when I say that. People were fed up. People were fed up. People were pissed off, you know? And it's like, I understand why. Because when you live 10 years... Okay. Who we can talk about it? I'm not able to. Whatever. I hope you don't enjoy it. So, who would like to be the next speaker today? This is MAGA Day. We also call it the day they cried. Because yes, Americans cried. Why? I will never know. Confusion. Deceit. Lies. Ignorance. Lefty tolerance, as I like to call it. But guess what? We're out here right now celebrating a win for America. A win for America. And a win for you too if you get a haircut. I'm sorry, what his hair was like. His hair was speaking to me. Shave me. It didn't say save me, it said shave me. Shave me. Shave me now. So, like I was saying, this is MAGA Day. We're celebrating the day they cried. On November 9th, 3 a.m., they cried their eyes off. Why? Because they were confused. They honestly thought Hillary Rotten Clinton was going to win. And that is a no. That is a no. Okay? But what about the popular vote? We don't care about that. We care about the electoral, okay? Huh? No such thing, exactly. And for you to say that Russians colluded in this election is trying to spit on the American vote. Americans knew what they wanted, and it was not Hillary Rotten Clinton, okay? I don't understand, how is this woman a role model for feminists? I don't know any feminist that will let their husband get away with a blowjob. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What happened? But that's not even it. That's not even it. How many people wanted to testify against the DNC and they ended up in somebody's trunk? Or suicide, 2 shots to the back of the head.
Seth Rich.
Exactly.
Drowning in 6 inches of water.
Drowning in 6 inches of water. Let me tell you guys something, alright? America woke up. America saw greatness. A year from today, I like to call it our Independence Day. The day we decide to take our country back. And we're doing it now. You might see a few of us here, but understand that there's plenty more. We're called the silent majority for a reason. We don't need to let you know. Oh yes, awesome. So, with that being said, who here would like to speak? Would you like to speak?
Yeah, I'm asking you, what does that mean?
Okay.
I'm asking you, what does that mean?
Would you like to speak?
I'm asking a question. I'm asking you, what does that mean?
Do you want to speak on this microphone? Megaphone. Sorry, it's a MAGA-phone. Sorry, it's a MAGA-phone. Yes. Why do you keep doing that to me?
Sit in. I'd like to understand what you meant by that.
What is this? I don't know. Like, when people do this,
We are happy about our president going
Everything-
to China, going to
everything.
This hand movement, that's what you think that means.
yes, there you go. You're doing it right now. Everything is A-okay.
It's been going on for several years.
Everything is A-okay.
That's what it is.
Huh? What was that?
She's embarrassed.
You're embarrassed, I know.
What I would like to
I can't believe you have to explain to them what A-OK means. It's okay. Great things are happening in America. You know what this means? It means everything's A-OK. This person looks familiar. So yeah guys, we're just hanging out here. Now remember, we don't need like 40 or 50 or 60 or 70, 80 people. We got 10 people here and we'll still make a difference, believe it or not. We don't need to contact fake news to report on this. So, what are we going to do together as a nation? We're going to try to build each other up. That's what we're going to try to do. And I say try because there's effort here. You understand? Like, people don't want to help each other anymore. And it's not about being left or right. It's about being right or wrong. Good versus evil. Not to say that there's good people and evil people, but there are good tensions and bad tensions. Okay? All I can say right now is this is a positive movement. No matter how much you're offended, no matter how much you cried on the 9th, this is a positive movement. Alright? The only time I ever cried is when I saw The Notebook. That is a very sad movie. Very sad. Very, very sad. But I want to speak to you guys today about leftist tolerance. Leftist tolerance belongs to a man I'd like to call the viejo. The viejo means in Spanish the old man. This man is a revolutionary communist who thinks it's okay to attack a guy that's probably 40 years younger than him for wearing the Make America Great Again hat. So, when I see this guy, I'm going to approach him about that and let you know that Refuse Fascism is actually the Revolutionary Communist Party. Okay? It has nothing to do with refusing fascism. It has something to do with building it. And we're going to expose you for who you are. You want to defeat Antifa? Unmask them. Unmask Antifa today. We are going to unmask Antifa. Recently, I attended an event in Columbia University where my phone was stolen from an Antifa. When they arrested this Antifa, they found out he's a journalist. These Antifas are actually involved with journalism. You're shaking your head, but guess what? I have my phone in my hand.
Being anti-fascist.
Huh?
Shame then. There is no shame in being anti-fascist. I'm sorry, I don't see.
No. There's no shame in being anti-fascist, but there's shame in being Antifa. You know what I'm saying?
Antifa is anti-fascism.
How? Stealing somebody's phone?
I would say they're the fascists themselves.
You're
They
listening,
attacked me for my 9/11 message.
Obviously, we're listening.
Yeah, look, you're in great company with the 9/11 conspiracy theory guy. Come on.
You're a Russian
This is the
conspiracy
truth.
theorist, so I
The
don't
towers
know
were
why you're
demolished.
talking.
You don't know
No
anything
plane
about my
crashed
friend.
anywhere.
So you don't believe Russia colluded in any election in America?
I believe that Mueller will find out. Because we live in a country where the rule of law is respected and he has every right to do
Where are you
this.
from? I'm just curious.
Why are you going to get like pull a globalist move on me right now?
Where were you
I'm
from?
from the UK.
Asking a question.
I'm from the
Okay.
UK.
You're from the UK. So, you can understand over here. Right here. Alright. So, all I want to say to you is, how long have you been here to understand that
I've been here for 13 years.
there's no way that Russia can collude with these elections? There's no possible
As
way.
long as you,
I'm trying to tell you, they are wasting money, they are wasting time. And they're never going to find anything because it does not exist.
we'll see.
We
To
know.
jail him.
We know.
Why do you want to jail him?
Who? Mueller?
Yes.
Because he's wasting time and obviously he's not focused on the real criminals.
I'm wasting a jailable offense.
Not focusing on the real criminals and trying to lock up the president
Not
should be
his
in the
job.
best.
He was charged by Jeff Sessions to examine this situation. This is not, he didn't choose to do
Either way, it's ridiculous. It's a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory to believe that Russia was involved in the election. It's a conspiracy theory. Where's your proof? Where's your proof? Where's your proof? Where
Nothing
is it?
illegal about sharing memes on Facebook.
Yeah. What was that about?
It's not. That's the thing. At best, Russian collusion, quote unquote, amounts to just sharing memes.
Oh my God, sharing Russian.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's our president. He's gonna be here for 7 years. You're not even from this country, and I love the fact that you hate somebody that you probably don't even know about. You were told to hate him. 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 Hey, yeah.
Keep it up, man. Economy is booming.
The economy is booming. Unemployment
is back.
Unemployment has dropped. The nation's wealth has raised $5 trillion. Huh?
Oh, you can't see the sign over what?
The Saudis have lowered it, you said? What do you mean by that? Well, when the nation's wealth raises $5 trillion, the nation's wealth, what does that say to you?
People were happy to cheer on WikiLeaks if they were
All right.
exposing, whatever Bush was doing, or now all of a sudden.
Well, Miss UK left because she knows she doesn't have any proof of this, and that's fine. Yeah, Donald Trump. Woo!
Put the P. I can't see the P.
Our president. So, who would like to speak next?
How about you, sir? Do you want to speak?
All right.
Awesome. Here, hold
You want
it.
my camera?
Oh, you want to put your...
The media has been strongly against Trump. All these George Soros organizations have been strongly against Trump. There's been a tremendous amount of funding. The government and media establishment is terrified of Trump. Now, all the news networks broadcast fake videos on 9/11. Donald Trump, right after 9/11 happened, he said that the planes could not have entered the big steel beams of the World Trade Center the way they did. He said that they looked like they were explosives in the building. He has threatened to reinvestigate 9/11. He's been on the Alex Jones Show. Alex Jones Show has said multiple times that Donald Trump will reopen the 9/11 investigation. Now you have the Pizzagate. Government has been run by pedophiles for many, many years, and now these people are threatening to get exposed to their crimes. Now the Podestas are about to be under investigation, and the establishment is terrified. That's why there's all this resistance to Trump. There's all this funded resistance. Trump is the only honest person there is. He's going to expose 9/11. 9/11 was an inside job. All the news networks broadcast fake videos on 9/11. Thank you. Go Trump.
Go
MAGA. Make
Trump.
America great.
Woo! Yeah. There you go, man.
All right. That was Ryan 911
No planer on Twitter.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Where I'll go?
Doesn't have any arguments, so he tries to resort to wow, just wow, I can't even. That's liberalism is a mental. It's not even so like this guy is just resorting to trying to capitalize on lousy boomer memes that he probably got on Facebook. He's doing this, No, it's not illegal to promote memes, but you can at least put in some effort. You can at least put in some,
Yeah, Daniel.
Yeah, left cannot meme. Left cannot meme.
And that's a big reason why they
Lefty,
lose.
yeah.
Yeah, you should see left. It's just nothing.
All right. So, if you guys don't notice already, but
I know about this stuff.
Yeah.
the left thinks we are
Can't talk about it.
Yeah, no, well, I think that's the real reason, though, because, I mean, Trump, he threatened to find out who really took down the towers. He said he's been on Alex Jones' show multiple times. Alex Jones has put out multiple documentaries about this. So that's why the establishment is terrified right now. What's going on?
JFK photos.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's less people, probably. Like,
There's stuff going on behind the scenes. It doesn't seem like much is happening.
Yeah, they just announced. So I checked just on Twitter
So we're gonna
right
try to
before
get more
I
people.
came
I
here.
saw a few
They
people
just
that
announced a
came
bunch
around.
more. They
Come
just
back.
released a bunch more files on JFK just now.
I just want to speak
Hopefully with the names
to
not redacted, right? What happened?
Yeah.
He said it was going to happen and then the CIA screwed him.
So,
It's a matter of time.
who here celebrated on November 9th, 2016? Woo! I know I did.
I was here.
I
I
called my
was here
dad.
too. Yeah.
I was like, Papa, is it true? Yes, son.
I was here and then I went to the Hilton Hotel. But I didn't have a ticket.
Because that's where most of the action was going. Yeah, I was there. I was there in both places.
Just a bunch of people.
I hope you guys come in here if you're in New York. Winkety wink wink. So, how we doing tonight? Good evening. This is the Day They Cried, aka MAGA Day. We celebrate
Raven Governor.
your tears.
Sean Stone's gonna be there.
We celebrate your tears. And they're really delicious.
It's gonna be at my convention.
Sometimes when I'm out of energy, your tears help me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
She can still win.
Charging me $3,000.
Oh, for what?
Just speak.
Oh my God, you should have seen the Young Turks. Woo! That was hilarious. But we're out here today celebrating another win for America. I love America.
For St. Patrick's Day weekend.
So remember guys, we're doing this for 7 years. 2 scoops, 2 terms, 2 genders.
MAGACon2018.com.
Conservative pages. You don't believe
That's how this
me?
all got started. Everybody,
Go check out
and Jack, and
most of the New Yorkers that are actually out there
other people got
speaking
together.
their minds that go against the left. Most of these pages are banned, suspended, blocked,
Rich, you do it.
no longer exist, including mine. And the reason for that is because when Facebook says on your status what's on your mind, Facebook really wants to tell you what's on their mind. Remember that. Facebook does not believe what's on your mind. They believe what's on their mind. And it's policy. So remember, you will get banned off of Facebook if your views that you find first.
No, not divide us. Want to talk? That's fine.
The elite pedophiles will not divide us.
Normies will not divide us.
Harvey Weinstein, Kevin
Normies will not
Spacey,
divide us.
the guy that was in Nickelodeon, Dan Schneider.
People not divide us. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I bought
childhood ruined.
cut tears up and gave them out. I built a bird.
I mean, when you look at Kevin Spacey, he does, like, he just has this weird look on his face, you know? Who would have known that that look was him after he banged the kid? Oh, I thought you said. Never mind.
I was so sad.
That was a good movie.
I like that. I'm looking at him saying, yeah. I thought it was party.
Yeah, me neither.
Kaiser Soze.
Childhood is ruined.
I don't know about Best Picture.
I'll never look at Miramax the same again.
Or the Weinstein production.
Or Pixar. I think Miramax is Weinstein, right? Weinstein's production.
Yeah, no, I think so.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to MAGA Day, where we celebrate people who cry on election day.
The melting of snowflakes.
The melting of snowflakes, yes.
Sponsored by Don Challenger.
I know, it's strange to grow America.
MAGACon 2018.
It really is.
Get your tickets to MAGACon 2018.
It's very sad how people look at us like we're lost, and we're holding American flags. Uh-oh. We are holding American flags and people are looking at us and... Yeah. Trump, baby, Trump. Trump. He's our man. If he can't do it, well, Bernie Sanders definitely can. God bless America. God bless America. Thank you for coming by. Take care. Have a good night.
Some people are, they just don't admit it in public.
That's the night.
What is it?
He's Puerto Rican. He's out here once in a while.
Probably I've seen this.
I don't agree with your opinions. I'm sorry that I don't think that, you know, I'd rather we have physically opposite people.
America's great again. We're going to do it together. And if not, I'll do it out there.
Were you on the YouTube one on fire? Because this
China loves him. Moon called him the leader of the world. Moon called him the leader of the world. He was not lying. I was going to have some comedic relief when you're doing this, so I tune into CNN. Oh my God, he fed the koi too much. That's news? That's news, really? That's news. I fed the koi too much. That sounds like a, oh my God, I can't even think of it right now. Sounds like an analogy, that's what it sounds like. Oh, I fed the koi too much. That's gonna be a new saying, guys. Whenever you screw up, we're gonna say you fed the koi too much. That's what we're gonna say. That's gonna be the new saying, folks. Yeah, alright. How you been?
Alright, hanging in there.
Yeah, let's celebrate, folks. MAGA Day, Make America Great Again Day.
Where's the music,
Hey,
man?
it's important. If you don't want to say it out loud, I won't tell anybody. I promise.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
I wanted to get a radio with a microphone.
You want to say something? I know you got a lot to say, man. Come on. Show him the shirt. Show him the shirt. Oh, man. Look at this. This is a badass shirt. Wait a minute. Did Sabo make that? Sabo, the street artist? Badass! Oh my God, that's awesome.
You have batteries like no tomorrow.
Which one is that?
It's 9/11.
Oh, the 9/11.
9/11, yeah. 9/11 was a hoax. No. That was a hoax too. Yeah, that was a hit.
Yeah, a lot of hoaxes.
I got videos on Vegas. I did a whole big in-depth video on Vegas. Yeah, over and over again.
This is the length the government will do to divide people.
Many of us
To
can
get their agenda. Yeah, freaking evil, man. But everybody, they're seeing, there are a lot of people that see it, even Democrats. They're jumping off the plantation.
That's why, like, the media is so against him. All the news networks broadcast fake videos. Yeah, right after that happened, he said that it looked like there were bombs in the building. He was on Alex Jones' show. This guy, he said he'd made all these documentaries about demolitions in the buildings. So this is why he has all this opposition.
Yep, because he knows the truth. Because maybe at one time he was part of it, and then he said he saw the way the country was going, and he said, "Wait a minute, I love this country too much." You know he loves this country. You see it.
Absolutely.
All right, guys.
I like Obama. The worst piece of junk that.
When you take a picture, don't forget to throw up your dumb peas, okay?
Oh, Hillary.
Yeah.
The chickens are coming home to roost.
She's gonna go down soon.
The chickens are coming home to roost for Hillary. People.
Yes.
Yes.
We're doing it together. Making America great again. One day at a time. Soon. I'm gonna do exactly what I see in the protest, right? Hey guys, please stay attention, okay? So when I say Trump or Pence, build a wall of fence, you say it with me, okay? Ready? Trump or Pence, build a wall of fence. You ready? Trump or Pence, build a wall of fence. 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 When we went to the protest, right? When we went to the protest, they were like, not my president. I was like, Hillary. And then they kept saying, not my president. It was hilarious. They felt funny too. It was hilarious. Trump or Pence, build a wall or fence and put solar panels. And little sprinklers on it too.
I loved MAGA tactics. She was awesome. She was composed. She was smart.
No Sharia law. No Sharia law.
Bo Dietl was you know, I didn't like when he said that he regretted voting for Trump. Bo Dietl. That's why, you know, they should have given Bo Dietl's votes to Nicole. Because Bo Dietl
de Blasio is real corruption, man. De Blasio.
Another 4 years of communism.
And it's like, I liked him in the beginning, but you look at his actions, and he's just been a complete sellout.
No, when I heard that he helped out the Sandinistas versus the Contras in Nicaragua, I knew he was a communist. You know, they're hypocrites because, you know, him and his wife march in the gay parade. First of all, his wife is a former lesbian. Hello? She's a former lesbian. Hello? And no, if, God forbid, if Trump or anybody else that had a former, they wouldn't let them march because it's against their agenda. They're trying to promote the homosexual agenda.
How can Pepe be a racist fraud? His name is Pepe. It celebrates Mexican culture.
Yeah, they had
We love Pepe. Do we not love Pepe?
Yeah, they're promoting the gay lifestyle. They're doing it for money. They're selling out.
Yeah, there's a gay mafia in Hollywood that's promoting that.
Yeah.
And they're sympathizing with pedophilia. And I said this many months ago. I said this in May, that there's going to have pedophilia sympathizers in Hollywood.
You know, next time
nobody believes
oh, she got a mental disorder.
Nobody.
Her in jail.
In May, I was saying. Probably before May.
Yeah, the transgender. How you indoctrinating a little child that's trying to find out his sexuality? He could wear a dress. If my brother,
you see the thing they had the
told
training
my father he wanted to wear a dress, he get a belt.
the training reading to children in Michelle Obama's library.
Yeah. They had
crazy.
a tranny all with makeup.
John Podesta is a molester. Cody Podesta is a molester.
The Kenyan president sounded him out. We need jobs. Don't bring your gay talk here. He said if his accent is not cracking. Don't bring your gay talk here. You talk about jobs.
Yeah, you should watch Dreams from My Real Father.
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah. So, Obama's a total fraud. His parents ain't even his real parents.
And those ain't his real kids.
No.
They look exactly like the parents, the doctors.
The friends,
They look
yeah.
exactly.
All
made up. A fairy tale.
Welcome to Hollywood, folks. It's no longer Hollywood, it's Hollyweird, where we allow pedophiles to go to rehab. Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, Charlie Sheen,
Dustin Hoffman.
Oh.
Ellen DeGeneres looking at Katie.
Ellen DeGeneres. She's a degenerate.
Oh man, Ellen DeGeneres is bad. No,
she said those balloons. Never man.
The fake
said
guy.
That.
Now here's the thing. Now about the security guard Jesus Campos at Mandalay Bay. That was a fake guy on her show. That was a fake guy on her show. It was a different guy. Yeah. I got videos all about this. Check my Twitter, my YouTube
the
page.
guys from I don't watch a show.
No. But it was a guy. He was supposedly the security guard from Mandalay Bay, but it was a fake guy. It was a different guy that went on there.
He was on Ellen DeGeneres.
I know it was a fake guy. It was a different guy.
They're evil, man. I can't stand. Look, there's a few good Hollywood people. Kevin Sorbo, beautiful man of God. He's doing beautiful. He exposes the liberal Hollywood. He told what's his face, Clooney. I mean, you could afford to, promote socialism, but not everybody can. Kevin Sorbo, Hercules. You know Hercules from the 90s.
Yeah.
The blonde, the Norwegian guy, long hair.
Yeah.
He's a born-again Christian. He's very outspoken politically. He's a Trump supporter. There's a few good people.
That's what I got from it so far.
But this is just so big. It's like,
and their movies are failing too. Nobody's going to see their movies. They spend a whole $1 billion on.
But I feel like they just control the media just for control and not even about making money.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're out here right now. If you're a Trump supporter,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Accused of being gay because they didn't support transgenders in the military.
We don't want transgenders in the military. Just imagine.
That pays a lot of money.
Protecting someone from hellfire. And then they'll be like, thank you, sir. Actually,
They pay for their surgery, then everybody will want boob jobs, implants.
And it's not even about not having transgender, it's not about not paying for their surgery to
Yeah,
change it.
they have to pay their own.
I'm a veteran of the Marine Corps. I'm gonna tell you like this. Lady Gaga tweeted something out that pretty much destroyed the whole narrative. She said that transgenders have a 50% likely chance of committing suicide. So it's like,
transgender people do have an increased suicide rate.
Exactly.
The suicide rate among transgenders is brutal.
So here's the problem.
I do not think that a battle, a wartime situation.
You can't
They're
have
fragile.
Yeah.
They have a higher chance. Okay, so here's the
I'd
thing.
rather they'd be, at home.
I'm safe.
Yeah.
Being suicidal is already a disqualifier from joining the military. I know this because when I was signing up to be in the Marine Corps, they asked me, "Are you suicidal?" I said, "No, of course." So
You can't take certain medications if they cause an illegally rate of
I'm gonna
suicide.
make a confession right here. I had to lie my way into the Marine Corps. I had ADD. I was taking Adderall and everything, but I said, "You know what? Fuck it. I want to serve." So I was like, you know what? I started taking all these. I started learning how to live without my medication. And, it was an adjustment and everything, but I still prospered. I made it through 4 years. Two tours in Iraq. And a lot of praying. A lot of praying.
What years were you in?
03 to 07.
307, wow.
And I joined, the funny thing is, I joined before there were even talks of Iraq war. I wanted to join because I was one of those 9/11 people that were just like, really like, so I wanted to give back. And right when I signed up, a couple months later, George Bush was giving a speech like, we're going to war.
Collard greens every night.
What?
So that nobody
Hey, take my fire. Because this was a total stage hoax. The buildings were demolished, no plane crashed anywhere, and they did this for defense contractors, for Dick Cheney, Halliburton.
Started with this contract. Oh my God.
And that's why we're going to war across the country. That's why we've been going ever since then. That's why this happened.
They were saying that the buildings fell like this.
It was demolished. The buildings were demolished.
KBR was everywhere where I was at. KBR.
What was that, KBR?
Yeah, KBR.
That's defense
Dick Cheney's-
contractor.
That's Dick Cheney's company right here. So it was just to make them rich, and we had guys like Blackwater. Let me tell you something about Blackwater. Those guys made our mission so tough. They didn't go by our rules of engagement. They were just shooting it out like the Wild Wild West, and then of course the civilians are gonna take it out on us. They think we're one of them. So Blackwater really fucked us. They screwed us up.
Well, like they're instigating a conflict more and more because that's the thing. That's why they went in there for no reason, and then the more people fight, you can just say, "Oh, he's a terrorist."
Why do
He's a
we?
terrorist.
Listen, I had a friend, a PFC. He was a point man. He was literally. We had a Syrian guard, because I was on the Syrian border, who saved up. We had a Syrian guard, just like a dumbass, going like this with your rifle. And rules of engagement says if you point your weapon, you are allowed to get shot. If the PFC shoots the Syrian border guard, what happens? NCIS comes in, interrogates him, and he needed 3 witnesses. His squad, his fire team, his fire squad leader. I mean, it was ridiculous. Why does this PSC have to get interrogated by NCIS? But Blackwater, they get to go around shoot at free range like it's the Wild West. Like they really fucked us.
Yeah, so you on the Iraq-Syria border?
Oh yes, I was in this Iraq-Syrian border that ISIS ended up taking away later on, and that
crazy,
and that shit pissed me off because in my battalion 1-7, we lost a great captain. We lost a company commander. And he was one of our favorite company commanders. This guy was a Mustang. He was enlisted, and he went to college through Marine Corps, and then became an officer. He was and we lost him within the first week of our deployment.
I have had
It
problems.
was sad. It really hurt us. But one thing about us Marines is the mission must go on. But it really hurt us. Like.
That could have been anyone. It could have been you. It could have been anyone. There's so many lives destroyed over this, and it's like portraying like, this is like Israel's agenda. Like you are on the Syrian border. Now Israel's been going in the Golan Heights, and now they divided Iraq. Now you got Kurdistan. Kurdistan is Israeli controlled. This is all to advance Israel's agenda. Israel's who controls the U.S. government, and it's like that whole Syria and Iraq. This was all their whole greater Israel agenda, and it's like it's so sad. Could have been anyone. So many people, lives lost, destroyed, for what? for Israel, for defense
Not
contractors,
only
for
that,
money.
I mean, I think about the veterans who came back all suicidal. Like, one of my best friends, he was in the unit that relieved my unit, and I knew him since grade school. Like, I saw him once we were about to leave, and it was just a beautiful moment. We took pictures and a year later, he committed suicide. It was just because a girlfriend played him. But I knew this kid. He used to be like, he used to cheat on girls all the time. And you know, boys will be boys. But the fact that he killed himself over a girl was like, this is so not him. And then I come out of the Marine Corps, I see other veterans committing suicide. I'm like, wow. I don't know. I mean, I've never been suicidal. That's just me. I mean, I don't have the heart to do it. But I mean, it's just I'm seeing like fellow vets flying off like flies. Like they're doing. It's like
psychological damage. It's like it's sad. Even the people who survived and weren't injured had psychological damage, or they had destroyed lives, commit serious crimes, end up in prison.
You know, I'm not suicidal, but even then, after I got out of the service, I ended up getting arrested for a few things. I mean, it was just like.
But it's like, because it's like if you can go out, all these all these shootings and stuff, and it's like you kind of lose your moral compass, really.
Yeah, you do. It's like you become, I don't know, more of a savage, like not giving a fuck because you're like kill. I mean, I'm grateful for it. I mean, it made me tougher, but this war in Iraq was unnecessary. And to see ISIS take what we fought for was, I mean, I remember like reading on the news. I'm like, I just remember like pausing for like a couple seconds. I was like,
this whole ISIS
I was heartbroken.
Thing, but ISIS is like funded by U.S. and Israel too. There's a lot of this. It runs deep. You gotta check out my Twitter. I put a lot of stuff on this.
You know, I'm so torn with Israel right now. It's like I want to support the Holy Land, but it's like
but that's the thing. That's what they fool people into supporting. But what they have is really
it's a fugazi. I'm like, I look at the Israelis. Like, you people do not look like the Middle East people. Like, you people are fugazis. Like, what are you doing? What's with this wall? What's with this? Why is there gates? Why are these barbed wire fences? Like, what is this? Like, this is. And don't get me wrong, I'm a Christian. I believe in the Bible, but I can't trust something that was built by the United Nations. I don't trust them.
Absolutely.
And look what the United Nations are doing now to Europe. Look what they're doing with the refugee crisis. Look what they're doing. The Great Replacement Party. I never voted Republican until this election. That's the honest truth. I used to be a Obama zombie. I'm a recovering one. But
but he's a big guy though. Like I put it out. I'm on my YouTube pages too. You see from my Twitter, I link to all this stuff. I post this stuff on Twitter.
But you see, when I saw
the movie Dreams from My Real Father, his father is a fake.
Winfrey promoting him, I knew he was of Satan. Right there when I saw Oprah Winfrey promoting him. Because she at first, remember that Hillary was going to run as the first woman president before Obama ran as the first African-American president.
911 no-planer.
She supported her, and then she went to Obama. Right? I said,
Twitter.com/911 no-planer.
911.
Journalism. I know Jovi actually. Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I record?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
No.
1 minute. Okay, so why are you here today?
I'm here, I'm spreading my message that 9/11 was a hoax. Trump, he has said that there were bombs were used in the World Trade Center building. He said that the planes could not penetrate the steel outer beams of the World Trade Center. And he has said that we would find out who really knocked down the tower. So this is why he's faced a lot of opposition. So this is why I've supported him.
Okay, and what do you think about his first year as a president?
It's had some ups and downs, but I think he's been very embattled. And so it's like he hasn't really been able to carry out his agenda very much, and he still has a lot of things to work out.
So what do you mean exactly?
I just mean he hasn't been able to do everything that he's wanted to do, but I think overall it's been very good. Stock market and employment have been very good. Economies improved very much. So it's like I think he's been limited because he's been very embattled. I think he could do more, but I think so far so good.
So what did he didn't do?
9/11. He didn't expose 9/11 yet, for starters, because that was one of the things that he was saying. He said that we will find out who really knocked down the towers. He was on the Alex Jones show. Multiple people said that he wanted to reinvestigate the 9/11 attacks. He has before been on the record saying that he thought that there were bombs in the World Trade Center. So he hasn't really been able to expose everything. There's still a lot of corruption, and I think the Democrats need to be prosecuted first. I think Hillary Clinton prosecution is coming, John Podesta prosecution is coming, and there's a lot of really corrupt people in the government who really need to be exposed first. So I think that's still a work in progress. So he hasn't done everything, but I think so far so good.
And except that, what did he do? That's
Prosecute Hillary Clinton, Podesta's, expose Pizzagate.
And just last question, isn't it difficult to be pro-Trump in New York City, which is a Democrat city?
Yeah, I think so, but it's, there's a lot of common sense people around as well.
What do you mean?
I think, well, people like Jovi, people who have common sense, I think. There are a lot of people who are against Trump. Obviously, he didn't have a lot of support here, but there's also a lot of very intelligent and open-minded people here as well. So, yes, a lot of people are against Trump, but I think if you interact with open-minded people, it can be a positive thing. So I haven't faced a tremendous amount of opposition, I don't think. I haven't been assaulted, but other people have. And I've always been very moderate also. I mean, I'm definitely not some hardcore right winger. So my view is very moderate, and that's why I'm open to Trump, and I think that's why other people are too.
Because he's less and less popular. I don't know if you see it. Why? I mean.
Yeah. Well, I think he's had a lot of very negative media coverage, and I think a lot of the media has been portraying him in a very, very negative light. And this is all a part of really just making a positive change and exposing the corruption that's controlled the country for many years.
Great.
All right.
Can I just ask your name?
My name is Ryan Rodriguez. Take my flyer. This is my Twitter page on bottom.
Okay.
911 no plano.
Is there a number or an email address?
There's a Twitter page. Yeah, you can have my number if you want.
Yes.
You have a pen? Yeah. So it's.
Okay, wait. I think I'm gonna write it. It's gonna be easy.
Oh, look who it is.
It's 917 250
What the British did to the Chinese.
8934.
That's how communism
8934.
Oh, sorry. 8934.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Are you on Twitter?
Yeah.
All right, follow me on Twitter. What's your name on Twitter?
Mary Gentry.
Mary Gentry?
Yeah, you will recognize me.
Okay, all right. So you said you're a student at Juilliard?
In journalism at Columbia.
Oh, journalism. Okay, interesting. Yeah. I know they're not too open to my message. I think Columbia is part of the corrupt establishment that I'm talking about, and the educational system really has played a big role in the cover-up of 9/11.
Yeah, but why do you think it's not a terrorist attack?
Because the towers were demolished, no plane crashed anywhere. Both towers were demolished, they came down in 10 seconds. Tower 7 was demolished, came down 6.5 seconds, no plane crashed anywhere. All the news networks broadcast fake videos on 9/11. No plane crashed in the Pentagon, Shanksville. Fake plane videos were broadcast of the planes hitting the towers.
So why did they do that? To justify the war?
Absolutely. To carry out the anti-terrorism agenda that they've had for many years.
So you think that the planes were directed by American people? Or?
Absolutely. Well, there were no planes. I think it was missiles at all 4 locations, and all the news networks broadcast fake videos. This is why the media has been so against Trump. Because exposing what happened on 9/11 will expose the media, all the news networks, expose really what Trump is called the deep state.
So you think there were no planes?
Yes.
But some people saw the planes.
There were missiles. They were shot by missiles. Because when I've talked to people, what people saw, people reported seeing things other than the 767 commercial passenger jets that supposedly crashed into them. Like a person I was talking to, she said she saw the plane, but then she said, oh, it looked like a Cessna. So what it was a wingtip drone, and then there were fake images to superimpose over this.
How can you fake image? I mean, so they faked?
Yes. Like you see, for example, this one here, you see the for every action there's a reaction. Here you see the wings are entirely inside the building without any wingtip hole. Here you see half the building, half the plane inside the building without any reaction. Here you see part of the wing is inside. Part of the wing is inside the building. Part of the wing tip is outside the building. This is all impossible. There would be reaction, explosion, crumpling in this. Here, this is the Pentagon. The Pentagon was not hit by a plane. Shanksville was not hit by a plane. No plane crashed anywhere.
So how did they destroy
The buildings were demolished. It could have been demolitions inside the building, or could have been direct energy weapons. But the buildings were demolished, without a doubt. How exactly that happened could be up for debate, but they were demolished. It could be by pre-planted explosives. It could be by some new weaponry, but they were demolished. They did not collapse from impact, from plane impacts.
And you think that nobody died?
No, I think people died, absolutely. But I would say not in any of the planes. I would say the planes probably were diverted. The passengers could have been killed or could still be alive, but certainly in the towers people died.
So American government killed his own
Absolutely, absolutely.
Please don't get out of here because we're freezing our trip right now.
I didn't know that Trump was like in France. We know this theory, but like nobody gives credit to it. Like in France,
Yeah, I know.
many people, and I didn't know that Trump was saying that.
No, I'll follow you back on Twitter. I'll send you a lot of the links of what I'm talking about. Yeah, if you see like there was a big article in like the UK Sun about how Trump said that there were explosives in the buildings. So yeah, he's on record about this, and he's been on the Alex Jones show. Do you know who Alex Jones is? No, so he's a guy, he's an alternative media reporter. He's made several documentaries about how this was a false flag attack orchestrated by the United States government. He's been on Trump's, Trump has been on his show. Trump is a friend of his, and he was on, he said before, he said, give me maybe a year, but I think you're going to be very happy with my presidency. So that's like I was saying, he's like just kind of, he's taking it easy at first, he's getting settled in still. So he hasn't done everything that he wanted to do.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Thank you.
We're out here right now for
InfoWars, yeah.
I like it. I especially Roger Stone. I'm just sad they banned him on Twitter. That was BS.
Yeah.
He wasn't even like threatening anyone. He was just calling them mean names.
Yeah.
You guys are such cocks. You guys are so. That's why CNN is like, CNN. They're gonna. Time Warner's about to sell CNN. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, that he blocked their deal. That was on the front page of the papers. That's why he said they couldn't have CNN.
It's legal because it's within antitrust guidelines. Because you have to understand, AT&T owns Dish Network. So then you're going to have Time Warner, which owns CNN. That's a conflict of interest unto itself. You got a satellite dish company with that's merging with a company that owns already a news channel. It's like that is major antitrust right there.
Yep, it's monopoly of the message.
It's like, it's not only that. It's a big monopoly. You're monopolizing. So you got. And CNN, of course, has been proven time and time again to be fake news. So it's like...
Yeah. Oh, did you see the guy who said CNN is fake news on TV?
Oh.
Innocent Cooper?
A bunch of times. I see it, a bunch of times.
Yeah, just recently on Halloween.
I seen him.
That was me. Ask Juvie, yeah. Tell him I'm the CNN is fake news guy, the Anderson Cooper. I'm the CNN is fake news guy here.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even know I was a legend though.
Yeah.
But
I planned this before I got banned off Facebook. I planned this like a month or two ago, and I couldn't promote it, but at that time,
did you get to go to the inauguration?
Yeah, I was there. Oh no, actually, I was in. I was in the day after. Actually, I wasn't there the day of.
So you're there at the women's march?
Yeah.
You should have been there.
Were you there the day of?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. It was crazy. I'll never forget that day. It was like I only had a ticket to go to the inauguration. That was it. I mean, that was cool with me, but I wanted to go to the parade.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you follow Cassandra Fairbanks.
Yeah.
I was looking on Twitter, and then a notification came up from her and says riot in K Street. I'm like, wait, what? So I was like, I mean, because at the time the inauguration was over, and I was like, I got nothing else to do. I got to see what's going on here.
Yeah.
And let me just say, I I don't even regret going to the parade anymore. Like, this was something to watch. Like I saw these snowflakes like just throwing trash cans around. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And then I was there when that limousine was lit on fire. I was there when that happened.
How we doing tonight?
I was there. It was just,
Let's talk about
it was surreal. I felt like I was in the movie, The Purge. That's what it felt like. I was like, I got like, I don't know if it was PTSD out of it. I get like flashbacks, like, I wouldn't call it PTSD, but it was like, wow, this is. Is this really happening? Like, I just saw a president get inaugurated. Now I'm seeing these malcontents, these cucks going crazy. Lighting up trash cans on fire. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why I think part of the message is like they're trying to like fool somebody into fucking killing them or something. That's what I think.
Idiots. That's what they are. That's what they are. But you want to know the irony about that limousine? It turns out later on that the person that rented that limousine was a Muslim.
Oh yeah.
That was just. That was ironic.
And ground I heard with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Alright folks, we're out here right now having a beautiful time, a wonderful time. America is gonna be raining. Come on, there you go, good job. We got the InfoWars winner. You won InfoWars contest.
What contest did you win?
I won the cover contest, best crowd participation.
For Alex
Crowd
Jones.
participation.
Where?
The cover contest for that song.
Hey, you want to sing it?
Sure. I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murdering scum that run giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do we need to know about these people? I go out and face this scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green-looking skin and they run around screaming, "We love Satan, we wanna eat babies." I have them on video. Hillary's into creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room as that creepy, weirdo woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot-belly goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go we're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions are born in people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. Ooh. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife. And then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so sweet.
Regular Pepe, everybody! Yeah! That is awesome. I didn't even know that was the whole song. Come on! See, when you come faster to be
Hey, this guy is always showing up.
Over. Where he go, I go.
I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, but it's about to be over, cool out, because it's too cold out here.
No, it's beautiful.
We're not snowflakes, but we don't like using our stickers.
I'm fine, man. I feel great.
Yeah, we could go another 40 minutes.
I was watching a video of the liberal meltdown, especially with Rachel Maddow.
Yeah.
Never forget that night It was a beautiful night.
These people, I got this video. These people were going crazy in Washington Square Park yesterday, screaming.
I saw it. I mean, I saw it. It was on Milo's feed.
Yeah. Check out my Twitter. 911 is on the bottom. 911 no Plato. Small.
So use it. To its fullest ability. My voice is a weapon. You can just imagine what it sounds like when it's a megaphone. My bad, a megaphone. Let me show you the megaphone, by the way.
Look at this.
That was good. That's good, man.
You see this?
That's good, brother.
InfoWars. End the Fed. Trump sticker. Where'd it go? Right there.
Joey, hold on, let me get you with the.
Yes, I did.
Joey, hold on, let me get you with the Trump Tower sign in the back.
Why is de Blasio still here?
Come on, now let me get you with the and the bullhorn,
Oh yeah, of course. Let me wait, holding it?
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is a weapon of mass destruction. I made you cry. Listen folks, we are out here today to celebrate Donald J. Trump's victory in America. If you don't like it, there's the door. But remember, you do not want to go to Mexico, you want to go to Canada. I wonder why. Anyway, my name is Joe Bell. I am a hardcore patriot in New York City, and I will not shut up unless my brother tells me to. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay patriotic, stay deployable. Oh, my voice is cracking now. Stay patriotic, stay deployable, stay American. And if you're not American, trust me, you want to be. Alright? Build the wall, but the wall has a door. America first, not America only, but God before that. He's your president, he's my president, he's our president, Donald J. Trump. Have a lovely night. God bless you and God bless America. Oh, and before I forget, always and forever protect free speech. You'll have a beautiful night. Take care. Hashtag Stars and Stripes. Hashtag Made in America. Hashtag Protect Free Speech. Hashtag MAGA. Hashtag The Day They Cry. And we're going to be celebrating this annually, so prepare yourself.
Can you hold my camera?
Yeah, sure.
I don't see any representation here. This is a big straight white male.
Tell everybody that.
But you know what this is called? This is called guts. This is called courage.
No, we have that, brother. We have that. Are you kidding me?
I'm projecting.
We have that. USA, baby. USA, yo. Video with you. A lot of people like the video. They want me to do an interview with
you. You know what I did on Halloween, right?
What did you do? Oh yeah, I saw. Holy!
I'm the CNN is fake news.
I swear to God, I was watching TV and I jumped out like, dude, that's the guy in my video.
But the thing is, I didn't know that I was live, or I would have done more. Because I went back a second time and did it again, but I guess it wasn't live. So if I knew for sure it was live, I would have done a whole lot more.
Are you live streaming right now?
No, I'm. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're out here at Trump Tower, and we're celebrating the 1-year anniversary of our president's election. Well, it was technically today because he gave a speech like 4 in the morning, whatever it was. But I am out here with what's your name?
Ryan Rodriguez.
Ryan Rodriguez, and I've seen this guy before. He was in my previous video. What brings you out here today, other than the President Trump celebration? What's
I'm 911 No Planer on Twitter. I am a Trump supporter, and this is obviously a high visibility situation. So I thought I'd get my message out. Trump, he said right after 9/11 happened, he said that he thought that there were bombs in the World Trade Center building. He said that the aluminum planes could not penetrate the steel outer beams of the World Trade Center the way that they did. He has said that we'll find out who really knocked down the towers. He's been on Alex Jones' show multiple times. Alex Jones has produced several documentaries saying the same thing that I am, that 9/11 is a hoax. And so he hasn't done everything that he's really promised yet, but I think it's very promising. This is why he's been so embattled. That's why the media has been against him, and the really establishment really is very terrified of him.
Do you see him overcoming, I guess, the globalists and actually bringing some truth to this, you know, I guess 9/11. I don't know if it's a conspiracy.
Well, I'm still holding out hope. I think a lot of things would have to happen first, and I think that the Hillary Clinton and Podesta's getting prosecuted is going to be the first thing the first step really in exposing the government, the deep state, so to speak, and that's going to be the first step, and that's going to be really the first domino to fall. But I am still holding out hope. Like I said, he has been in regular contact with Alex Jones. Alex Jones has produced several documentaries saying the same thing, so I think it really is a matter of time.
And last thing, do you see this president having 2 terms? Do you see that?
I think so. I hope so. I think there's a lot of forces. I'm worried that something could happen to him, but I think his popularity really is growing. I think that people really are happy with him, and the media is really just trying to smear him, but people are really waking up, so I do believe.
Those approval ratings aren't looking too good, but those are the same media companies that told us
the same thing that says Hillary was going to win. This is all fake news.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's what I was saying today. All right, awesome, man. I'll go around other people.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'll go back sometime this week or something.
Yeah.
Latino voted for Trump. I mean, how stupid can this people be? We're not allowed to vote for Trump. You know? They say, look, you see, that's reality. Yeah, Latino and women voted for him. They say, women are going to vote for him because he but he says so.
60% of white women.
That's what I'm saying. There you go. And I let them know that yesterday. Because most people were like, I said, yeah, Latinos and women, we did vote for him. Hello? These people,
against Assemblies of God. So no real organization is safe. You can utilize materials from both sides.
Can I use a megaphone?
Can you come from this side? 9/11 was an inside job. 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 Donald Trump said that there were bombs using the World Trade Center building. He said that the aluminum planes could not penetrate the steel columns of the World Trade Center building. This is why he's facing all this opposition. All the news networks broadcast fake videos. This is why there's fake news against Trump. 9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 was an inside job. Investigate 9/11, Donald Trump.
Okay. He was never Christian. That was a setup. And that information theology.
I'm Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican.
They're not
No plane hit the World Trade Center. All news networks broadcast fake videos on 9/11. The World Trade Center was demolished. 9/11 was a false flag attack orchestrated by elements within the United States government. Donald Trump, right after 9/11, said there were bombs using the World Trade Center. No plane hit the World Trade Center. Trump said bombs were in the towers. This is why he faces opposition. 9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 was a hoax. The World Trade Center was demolished. No plane crashed anywhere. 9/11 was a hoax. No plane crashed anywhere. The World Trade Center was demolished. "9/11 was a hoax. 9/11 was a hoax. 9/11 was a hoax. No plane hit the World Trade Center. The World Trade Center was demolished. 9/11 was a hoax. The World Trade Center was demolished. No plane crashed anywhere. All news networks broadcast fake videos on 9/11. "9/11 was a hoax.
"9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 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 was an inside job." All news networks broadcast fake videos on 9/11. No plane crashed anywhere on 9/11. The World Trade Center buildings were all demolished. The United States government orchestrated the 9/11 attacks. No plane crashed anywhere. The towers were demolished. 9/11 was a hoax. 9/11 was a hoax. After 9/11, Donald Trump said the World Trade Center buildings looked like they had bombs inside them. Donald Trump said that the planes could not penetrate the steel beams of the World Trade Center. Donald Trump said he would investigate 9/11 attacks. He's been on Alex Jones' show multiple times. He promised to investigate the 9/11 attacks. This is why Donald Trump faces opposition. No plane crashed anywhere on 9/11. All the news networks broadcast fake videos. This is why the media is against Trump. This is why there's all this fake news against Trump. Because Trump's going to expose the corruption that's been controlling this country for years.
My finger?
No plane hit the towers. No plane hit the towers. Yeah! All the news networks broadcast fake videos on 9/11. No plane crashed in Shanksville. There was no debris from any plane in Shanksville. 9/11 was a hoax. "9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 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 was an inside job. The World Trade Center was demolished. No plane crashed anywhere. All news networks broadcast fake videos on 9/11. 9/11 was a hoax. 9/11 was a false flag attack. No planes crashed anywhere on 9/11. The World Trade Center buildings were demolished. They did not collapse from the impact of planes. World Trade Center 7 was demolished. It came down in 6.5 seconds. The Twin Towers were demolished. The North Tower with the antenna came down in 11 seconds. The South Tower came down in 9 seconds. 110 stories, that's free fall speed. The thickest steel beams and concrete ever used in building a building were used in the World Trade Center construction. Impact of planes could not demolish the World Trade Center building. The World Trade Center was demolished by elements within the U.S. government and by Larry Silverstein, who continues to own many high-rise buildings in this city to this day. Bombs brought down the World Trade Center. Bombs brought down the World Trade Center. Bombs brought down the World Trade Center. All the news networks broadcast fake videos of planes hitting the towers.
Donald Trump said bombs brought down the World Trade Center.
Donald Trump said bombs brought down the World Trade Center. "9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 was an inside job. Investigate 9/11. Bombs were used in the World Trade Center, according to Trump."
9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 was an inside job. No plane crashed anywhere on 9/11. No plane hit the Pentagon, Statesville, or the Twin Towers. The towers were demolished.
The day after it happened, Trump said bombs were used in the World Trade Center.
They were bad buddies just for that thing.
Not just the simple meaning of not eating cashew.
Everywhere you go, you're going to be boxed in specific. I remember there was a day when we were called race, when it didn't matter what color skin you had, when Dr. King Jr.'s vision of people being judged now for you don't understand.
Okay, folks, believe it or not, New York loves Trump. I know, because he told me so. Viva Trump!
Yes, viva Trump! Viva Trump! Viva Trump! Viva Trump!
Love it. Love it.
At one time, they were Christians, but they became socialists and humanists, and that's why that's their downfall.
Can I show my megaphone?
Alright. This is a great weapon, I'm telling you. I can shoot it right out. Alright. Snowflakes.
Good? Alright. I'm here with the main MAGA guy, the main MAGA dude. What's his name, man?
Jovi Val.
Jovi Val. Now, you go by a secret nickname when you're a vigilante at night. I met a vigilante yesterday who works on Friday. What's your vigilante name?
Based Scarface.
Shit, man. Do you have a theme song?
Yes, it is.
I can beatbox for you, by the way. Is it fast or slow?
Can't even do it.
No?
Can't even think right now. It's Elvis. It's Hound Dog. You and that's what I said to them over here when I was.
Alright, man. I got a question for you. Last year I was here, November 1st. I went to Stephen Colbert and I went to watch his show. Not going to give my opinion, but as I was leaving, I was passing right here, and you'll never believe what I got.
You know the guy who sells those.
This is what I got, people. Now I have a question for you. Do you support this button? What is your opinion about this button?
I know the guy who sells them. I support free speech. I care less. The fact of the matter is, he's making money off of Trump's name.
That's pretty true. The question is there one that is going to counter it? That's the real question. Is there a one that says dumb Hillary or something that I can get somewhere?
No, we just have one with her in an orange jumpsuit. Or, I don't know, just flush the toilet.
DNC is already dumping Hillary for us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, alright. But I'm saying, do you have buttons that says the opposite message that can come my way?
Well, I make buttons, so I'll probably get one for you made for when you get
It'll be okay in a couple hours. It's all good. It's dark. It won't even say it's dark.
I'm not joking, man.
Yeah, I know the problem.
No, man, hungry.
They hate it.
Can you see that again, please?
What you gonna have on? Medical marijuana.
Hey, it's a start, man.
Check it out, guys.
Oh, snap. Yo, get some of that?
We have anti-Sharia law, White Lives Matter, 3 percenters, 2020. I call this the present and future of America. We have Molan Labe. LGBT is great. I wore this on the Pride Day. 2 genders, of course.
I love the Pepe one.
We're not the KKK. We're just an extra K. And
he's gonna bring 50 pounds. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
How much is the Pepe the Frog?
There are what's it called?
Okay, guys, remember we are celebrating today. Canadian Pride.
And I see that.
It's
Jovi, happy birthday, dear presidency! Happy birthday, dear presidency! Happy birthday to you!
Happy MAGA-versary! MAGA-versary, guys, MAGA-versary!
Make America first! Make America great again! Yeah!
Happy anniversary!
Hey, take my flyer. Follow me on Twitter. 9/11.
Interesting.
The towers were demolished, fake planes crashed everywhere.
Happy MAGA-versary.
Why?
Because the towers came down in 10 seconds each. Building 7 came down in 6.5 seconds, all symmetrically. No plane crashed in the Pentagon, no plane crashed in Shanksville. Fake images were broadcast of planes hitting the towers. Here we see the wings going in. There's no reaction whatsoever. Here the wings have already gone inside the building.
Why do you think there would be a hoax though?
For defense contractor money, the war on terror agenda, defense profiting, military industrial complex.
Interesting thought. I will read more about it.
Yeah, check it out. Check out the flyer. I'm on Twitter. I got a lot of stuff on Twitter too. All kinds of stuff on Twitter.
Happy anniversary!
Do the American people care what celebrities have to say about the president? You had last night Brad Paisley and Carrie Underwood bash the president of the United States, saying something about how he uses Twitter like a moron or whatever it was.
In China today? I told Amelia.
Why we don't care? They're a bunch of clowns and they're a bunch of pawns being bought. A bunch of millionaire pawns. I mean, they don't got any weight with that. President Trump is sitting there holding himself from making a tweet about them because he knows he wants to, but that would belittle him if he did. So he's just like sitting back laughing, and we're sitting back laughing because what weight do they hold? I mean, what are they going to do? Put on a song and try to make money for it?
So the conclusion is the American people do not care about what these entitled celebrities have to say.
They're the ones that we don't care for.
Happy anniversary!
Happy birthday!
Or do you think
that's a small percentage of America?
Yay!
Woo! Happy anniversary!
Alrighty.
Towers, baby, across the street.
That's about right.
Yeah, give me the phone on you. I'll give you my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to it. It'll be up. The video will be up soon.
I'll let you put it up.
I'm gonna put it on. I'll make it on.
You been, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Look good, man. Did you meet
Way to go, President Trump! New York born! He's one of us, baby! He's a New Yorker! Woo!
Did you say rest in peace, your tire?
What?
Her tire? Dude, you didn't hear about her tire?
Touchdown, Harry Fraser! What's up, Ray? Latinos! Irish! Filipinos! Filipinos, Cuba! We have everyone in the house!
that he can't even type his own emails, right? You know, there's literally someone who sits there and spell checks his fucking emails, right?
Oh my God. Hillary couldn't even post her own tweets.
I'm a fucking Republican. That's true. My cousin was lieutenant governor of South Carolina for 8 years.
Congratulations.
But that man is an idiot.
Oh my God.
A fucking idiot.
Wow, and look at you. You're hanging out in front of his residence. You're hanging out in front of his residence. You must like our president to be walking through his house. Sir, where did you get your boots? We like you, bro. No what? We love you.
What did you say?
Where did you get your boots? I like them. We love you, bro. Nice. I was about to get a pair of sneakers from you, man, just the other day. You love it. I don't want you to bend over, but how much were they? How much were they? I love you, but I don't want you to bend over.
I love that you're recording me. You better stop before I sue you.
No, you don't know my name. You don't even know me.
You have no permission to record me or take video of me. Put your phone down now.
I've actually got my own.
You're in a public space.
You came up to see this corral? You don't even have to be standing there. There's 15 people.
Not illegal to film in public space. 9/11 was a hoax. The towers were demolished. No plane crash anywhere. All the networks broadcast fake videos on 9/11.
I'm not going to sue her because I'm not a snowflake.
I'm not a snowflake. You're my fellow American.
Absolutely. The towers were demolished. No plane crash anywhere. No plane crash in Shanksville or Pentagon. The towers were demolished. What's your explanation for the collapse of Building 7? I think people did die, but the buildings were demolished. The buildings did not come down from the impact, from collapsing from the impact of planes. The towers were demolished. No plane crash anywhere. No plane crash at the Pentagon or Shanksville. There was no debris from any plane at the Pentagon or Shanksville.
It is not over, right? Keep going, right? Yeah.
I want Sean to explain policy or
I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry.
political science law. I was loving to hear you.
Political science?
Constitutional law or anything like that.
What's unconstitutional about this president?
So you're saying you're going to stop me? Listen, I'm going to do what I said.
What did you teach us? Teach us.
Why are you calling me stupid? I just asked you,
what do you know about constitutional law?
Yeah, but the thing is,
a type of law.
Anyone can hear you.
Today? 3 o'clock.
You're in a public space. We can film you.
It's not easy being a Trump supporter in New York, which is pretty sad since President Trump is from New York. What's up, Charles? How's it going? We have a president from New York, and New Yorkers won't support him. From the left, the leftist scumbags won't support him, even though he's one of our own. He's one of our own, their own. He was born here. He's a friggin' snowflake.
Happy
Ok, saludable.
No, le gusta. Hard percentage.
Trump, baby, Trump, 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 Trump.
Look at Jovi over there. Jovi Brown, baby. The one and only.
You believe you're intelligent. So if you're intelligent, please say something intelligent. Otherwise, you sound like an idiot. He doesn't need to prove anything. The thing is, nobody needs to prove anything to you, and likewise, you don't have to prove anything to anybody else. But you call him stupid. You call him stupid.
And tell me that it's okay if he has brought white nationalism back to the forefront. Why is it okay this man has brought us back to the 60s? Please tell me. Please tell me why in the hell it's okay for a president of the greatest country on this earth to fucking sit there and say, I have a winery in Charlottesville when a bunch of neo-Nazis killed me.
Charlottesville was a hoax. Charlottesville was a hoax.
Premises before Charlottesville, so
Absolutely it was. It was done under the direct supervision of the Virginia State Police. Just like 9/11. The Vegas shooting was a hoax. You should follow my Twitter.
People who believe the seventh tower just collapsed.
It was imploded. It was imploded.
Wait, what collapsed?
The 7th tower on 9/11, Building 7.
Oh, wow.
Building 7.
We're talking about Charlottesville, right?
Yeah, no.
These were all hoax. Charlottesville was a hoax.
There's good people on both sides. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Both sides.
A bunch of black, gay, hating white men.
You know there was black people in Charlottesville marching for that side, right? There was Latinos too. Did you know that a lot of these people here are Latino and they probably would go to Charlottesville not to say that they're white supremacists. There's a difference between white supremacy and white nationalism, okay? So you should know the difference between the two. One is to preserve a race. One is to preserve.
Gay bash
hold on.
while people scream.
Dude, you're gonna get gay bash. It doesn't matter where you go, okay? And the fact of the matter is, when people speak to you in a passive-aggressive way, that's the same thing. People are treating you differently because you're gay. Is that not discrimination? People are treating you different because you're gay?
May I ask
If I treat
why
you
do you
better,
think there is a reason why God didn't give you guys a way to reproduce? It's just a question, a general question.
You do realize that there is no such thing as your God, honey.
Okay.
To your knowledge.
Why? Okay. Let's say someone. So continuation of life is
You'll be indicted.
But why do you think someone stops
9/11 was a hoax. All the news networks broadcast fake videos on 9/11.
Yeah.
9/11 was a hoax. Thank you. 9/11 was a hoax.
What's that? We are from Germany.
Oh, from Deutschland. The towers were demolished. There are no planes. The fake planes crashed everywhere. Shanksville, Pentagon, towers were demolished.
Fake planes.
This is fake planes broadcast on TV. Watch the videos. There's many videos on the bottom. Also follow my Twitter. It's all on YouTube.
So when there weren't planes, what was it?
It was a missile. It was a missile. Maybe it was something else. I don't even know if even a missile crashed in Shanksville, but certainly a missile in the Pentagon, and it was most likely a missile with the fake video superimposed over it. But it was not a plane. You see here, the wings. The image of the wing image goes inside the building before any wing-shaped hole is there. This is like half the plane is inside with no reaction. Here you see part of the wing is inside, part of the wingtip is still outside with no reaction whatsoever. This is because these are fake videos.
So many fake videos on YouTube.
Yeah, they say no fake videos on national news.
And why?
So for the war agenda. for the war on terror agenda, the war profiteering. Dick Cheney was the vice president at the time. The defense contractors have made billions of dollars about this.
And what do you do here protesting?
I'm spreading the message because Donald Trump, as soon as the 9/11 happened, he said that he thought there were bombs inside the World Trade Center buildings. So I support him. He said he would have a new investigation in 9/11. He's been on the Alex Jones show. Alex Jones has said on multiple occasions that 9/11 was a false flag attack. Right after 9/11 happened, Trump said that the planes could not penetrate the building that the way that they supposedly did. What part of Germany are you from?
Stuttgart.
Oh, not familiar. My friend lives in Düsseldorf, though.
Düsseldorf. Nice.
Yeah, he's one of the original 9/11 researchers.
Yes.
Yeah, check my YouTube page on here. Okay. I got a lot of stuff with him. His name Nico Haupt. Not the magician, but just like, you know Nico Haupt the magician?
Is it here on this?
On Twitter, yeah. Twitter.com/911noplaner. And these are different websites and YouTube videos.
Okay, man.
All right.
Thanks.
Hey, good night.
Why you have to use my
How does he play? Dude, did you just see what happened?
How does he support racism?
Diversity here! Latinos, Jewish!
What just happened recently?
You got Latinos.
What just
everybody here.
What just happened recently? What just happened recently? You had a dude who went out and shut up a fucking church. What did he say?
He was an atheist.
He was a fucking terrorist.
What about when the black guy went into a white church and started shooting white people in Tennessee?
Yeah, what about that?
Yeah, that's because that wasn't covered. Yeah, it's
I'm
true.
going to show you the photo. We'll show you.
Yeah.
You read
That's why the media is trying to divide and conquer. That kind of stuff doesn't get reported.
Wait, because that's bullshit.
I'm going to pull it up. Just give me 1 second, please.
It's not bullshit. It's not bullshit. It's not bullshit.
When?
The church.
What church?
It was one
What church?
right now.
Was it national news? No.
No, it wasn't.
It was fake fucking news. Because you guys are sitting here supporting fake guys.
If it's not national news, then you know people
Bullshit.
are lying, though.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I'm talking about the truth.
Bullshit.
Deadly Tennessee church shooting. Sudanese
With
immigrant
Fox
arrested.
News.
Okay, you want it on a
With
different
fucking
network.
Fox
Wait, you
News.
think Fox News just made the story up?
That's the New York Times right there. Oh no. See, that was revenge for Charleston.
The
Yeah.
New York Times. Just Tennessee church shooting. Citing the Tech Charleston. It was a Sudanese, the 25-year-old black boy accused of dead
You want to make a bet? Take my number down.
Yo, Roman, don't speak for my people, right? Don't speak for my
Ignorant as fuck. You don't know shit.
Don't speak for my people, man. You don't speak for my people, bro. You're not even Latino, bro.
We're all Americans.
You're not even Latino. Don't speak for my people.
It's 2020,
Don't speak for my people, man. Don't speak for my people.
You fucking traitor, bro.
Dude, that's Democrat shit, man. Telling Latino
Democrat
people
shit. I have nothing. I am not a fucking Democrat. I am not a fucking Republican. I am a human being on earth, and you're voting for a fucking system that's gonna take control of you guys. And you're fools for sitting here. You're fools for sitting here and supporting.
A lot of fake news out here. See my message, 9/11 was a hoax. Hear my message out. 9/11 was a hoax.
About everything. I know the truth about more shit than you actually know.
All right.
M Wills 718 at gmail.com. I wish
we got bitter people. Watch out! They might try to do a terrorist attack on us. They might try to do a terrorist attack on us. Watch out! Oh, that's a truck. Watch out! Look out!
For 7 more years. 10 years, 8 años construimos la pared.
I'm looking at the Department of Education is one of the worst things in the world. The Department of Education.
Betsy Davos is great.
Betsy Davos is trying to dictate what's wrong with her.
She's cutting programs, bro. What happened?
I
And it's a shitty school system. Why aren't you teaching now? Why aren't you teaching now? Bullshit, bro. Bullshit excuse. It's such a bad system. Why don't you go in there and fix the shit you got damn self? I voted for Trump. I did. Because now we have more problems.
We haven't enacted anything.
Trump 2020! He's gonna win again because of political pressure. He's gonna win again because of political correctness. People are tired.
All I can do is go like this.
You gotta understand, man, okay? When people lie to you, it's because you're a part of the Democratic plantation, okay? Plantation. Not planetarian, plantation.
Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Trump 2020! Happy
We can really afford to live there as
we crashed into him. I support him out of the car.
He told them that the feminist movement was made to take the woman out of the house, to make her, she was disenfranchised with being a housewife because she felt she wasn't being fulfilled as a housewife. So
Local 3! God bless America. God bless the USA. We don't care if you're black, Muslim, or
We love
gay.
scissor lifts. That means progress. That means jobs. That's what's going to happen when there are tax cuts, especially corporate tax cuts.
They cried in the yard.
Using a scissor lift just like that. And I work for a whole job doing my job, and I won. No matter how bad that's what we
The
want.
left is going to hang themselves, but we didn't give them the news. They think everything is racist.
yeah, the intrusive of rape, and I never believed it. I never believed it. I knew because he was against the black community, rape hands down.
I was just talking to you too, but forgot about Pennsylvania. We're going to show that the 80s were rough, baby. Heavy metal, concerts. You know what happens there. Fill the wall! Fill the wall!
Let's do this together. Let's tell the truth. God bless America. Educate the youth.
Just show me. Put this on your rotator.
Jeremy Harrow, you got a battle rap.
I like him. I wish I had one of those little speaker bind, but you almost speak boxes.
Well, you know, the rappers back then,
In their spaces, they cried alone, and we made funny faces. The liberals kept crying, even during here. We told them Donald Trump's the president, and they ran in fear.
But But they love
I heard she went to like.
Do you need government to tell you that we need to bring the Mexico up, and then we can start doing stuff with other people.
It's not going to happen anyway.
No, that's not true. I think that you need like law enforcement.
If everything does not stop people like you doing this, don't you?
Have you ever been to a community where there's no police?
If we stop people coming into communities, you wouldn't get a chance to go to Snowdonia.
You do your tourism, let people visit. But we have to control the rate at which we take communities that citizens aren't, but if anybody knew that there was nobody,
But many years, people would say it's too late.
It's funny because they always try to hit you with the, he doesn't like you, right?
Now, so what I'm saying.
Controlled demolition. Because let's be honest, if the building would have went down through the I'm not disrespecting families by saying 9/11 was an inside job. If anything, that's like...
No, I had a firefighter's son is saying the same thing. He ended up getting killed, but Dan Wallace, Sergeant Dan Wallace.
The situation was abnormal, but
it's
disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful when they're saying it's the same they're saying.
People
it
lost
isn't.
their parents that day, okay?
All right, but yeah, and someone who lost their parent was saying the same thing as me until he got killed. Dan Wallace, the firefighter's son. Look it up.
I think that's a line that shouldn't be crossed. That is a line that shouldn't be crossed.
What's a line that shouldn't be crossed is promoting lies about the murder of 3,000 people that has led to the murder of hundreds of thousands of people in foreign wars as a result.
I know we're oil hungry in this country. Come on, I'm not an idiot in that aspect.
War profiteering. This is why it happened.
You gotta get yourself put on.
Right, but I'm just saying, so that's why when it comes to theater, they tend not to bring that
That man is in hell. That man is in hell.
So when they tried to report it, they tried to
Johnny Rotten said
Secret Service almost killed us.
We went to supported slavery. A little uncomfortable. Listen, it could get worse, but between taxation and
we get robbed on a daily basis.
They have been in an identity crisis since Republicans freed all their slaves. Everyday basis. What's your guys'
You know what I'm talking about.
I know you know what.
I mean, some of the arguments are like...
Proud of you, girl. Oh, we got someone else now.
Adrian, okay, good to meet you.
Hey guys. Ooh, sorry.
Hello, hello, hello.
Say something. Hey, I just want to say happy MAGA-versary, everybody.
Happy MAGA-versary. We're celebrating a year of Donald Trump, the president of the United States of America.
I'm sorry, which party?
I don't want to say
Mess up your body. You know, things like that.
It's crazy because a lot of females in this movement, careful, are very strong in this movement, you know?
You don't like these ladies. I went part of glass.
Not because we're Latino. Or maybe
But
USA! 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 USA!
USA, baby. New York City, USA. Remember that, listeners.
I know because I'm black, so like, you gotta have lights. So you got to put the light on.
Another greatest thing about this little rally we're having, it's about the size of Hillary Clinton's largest rally.
The only reason I come over here is what people think makes a large difference in how you talk. So I always go to people. I grew up in Queens with very little money, right? And I had jobs when I was 12. I was a delivery boy.
Yeah.
So I always wondered, now that I live down here, why do poor people coming up here to pay for steak dinner without? What do you give a fuck what I gotta pay for? So this guy says, let's let everyone in. I go, okay. Do you want to have your own apartment? All right. How do you think?
Exactly.
Because you got everyone.
It's like if they're not taking care of the people who are born here, we can't have open borders.
Right. So I go. It's fine to have it, but we have homeless people laying all over the streets.
Exactly.
And then a homeless person says, I want a 2-bedroom apartment. They go, but you have 10 people living in 1,100 square foot. So I go, if you want some quality of life, and the people with money are either going to have to learn to make their own dinner or walk to the corner. It's like, what do you worry about? When I had no money, the last thing I worried about is what rich people pay for their dinner.
Bernie got
robbed!
Bernie
got robbed! Hoax. 9/11 was a hoax. Follow me.
We know.
Yeah, you know? All right.
Yeah, there's so much evidence.
Yeah, absolutely. It's overwhelming. Yeah, right after 9/11, Trump said that he thought that there were explosives in the buildings and that the planes couldn't penetrate the steel beams outside of the buildings the way that they did. They had to have been bombs used.
How do you guys feel about multiculturalism coming into all the white countries and
Yeah, well, it's just like it has to be.
Culture is just like coming in from the
It can't be unlimited. You know what I mean? There can be immigration, but it just can't be completely unlimited.
Just like tell everyone else to stop off and stop coming to America.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Don't put this online.
Come.
It's full though.
Are you on Twitter?
Why don't you want to be online? Oh no. I have too much to do. It's probably gonna be online now.
Oh, come on.
I'm not gonna.
I will put you on.
Like, oh, if we do it this way, like,
capitalist values. You know what I'm talking about?
men will never be around or know that.
Inner city kid and the immigrant kids.
Yeah.
And the white kids in the outer boroughs, they tend to go to school with a lot of kids that are Chinese, Indian, Sikh, Muslim. You know, so they're not going to all-white schools. So you took all these purported all-white schools and integrated them, would be about 2%. So when you yell, it's black and white. I'm going,
those Cuban Americans are racist.
your problem is with all the money we give you, your inability to educate black and Hispanic kids. That's the reason you don't bring in the immigrant kids, is they all learn in the New York City.
Yeah, it's like, again, it's like one of those things. That's why we need to have a border.
Right,
We're not taking care of the kids that are
the
from here.
Guyanese kids may not be great students, but they'll learn car mechanics, they'll learn trades. And I said, but when the Asian kids outperform the white kids, so the reason you don't want to bring in these other kids, it goes against your premise that no one can learn in New York City. So as they came here and did well, it goes against your premise that no one can learn unless
Yeah, that's why, you know, different rules for different people is so problematic. You know,
I'm just going, it's not about race anymore, it's about money. You know, and I go, unfortunately, it took the white kids a while. So I go, as long as the white kids, the Asian and Indian kids are getting the top diplomas from the top schools, they're going to keep making all the money.
Yeah.
And everyone else is going to...
Come on! Come on! Politicians forward. I'm just saying, yo, you guys be safe. Come on, we'll go outside and smoke an L. Be safe. Be safe. That's all I'm gonna say. Be safe. We always want to say if we stand up. Who's leading the way here? Follow Joby. Joby's the man. Trump, sir! Michael's the man. Joby's the man. USA! 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 9/11's a hoax. The towers are demolished. No plane crash anywhere.
We gotta get this, guys. This is beautiful.
We're the president.
Yes. God bless. Yeah, I want to stay here now.
I think we're over here for those. I think we're here for them.
They're still doing turkey.
God bless. Keep waving the flag.
USA! 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 USA!
What's going on here? USA!
You're allowed to go to the bar?
I can't be on the roof. Excuse me, sir. I'm a French Trump supporter. I'm a member of Puerto Rico University France.
Looks like they got something going on here.
Yeah, I think there's something going on. How you doing, sir? I'm just trying to see if we can get in here. Are we allowed to get in?
USA! Happy USA!
Folks, you can't stop.
Sorry about that. What's happening over there?
You can't stop here, folks. Keep moving.
So, let's go.
Protesting.
What are y'all protesting today?
We're celebrating the 1-year anniversary of Trump. Me personally, I'm protesting a 9/11 hoax, but I'm joining alongside them though. 9/11 was a hoax. The towers were demolished. No plane crashed anywhere. All news networks broadcast fake videos of 9/11.
Make them up ready again, yes!
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my God. This is Antifa. They just leave me on the floor like that.
Trump, baby, Trump! Trump all the way, yes! Come on, American flags and shit.
USA!
What was going on at the peninsula? Jovi, you know what's going on at the peninsula?
Huh?
You know what's going on at the peninsula? It looked like Secret Service there.
I think it's a.
It looked like it.
Yeah, it's a Turkey ambassador or something
okay.
like that. I'm trying to put two and two together.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why the Turkey people were here.
Yeah. Yo, they have their American flags. That's a nice looking bar.
Yes!
That's a nice bar right there.
Everybody here, Cuban, Argentinian, Ecuadorian, Colombian, everybody's here.
You gotta understand, like, Latinos in general, we were considered by new right. The hard work, guys.
Yeah, no.
I was indoctrinated. They do? The school, that's what the school.
Yeah, when you sit beside them, wait a minute, you're not you voted for Trump.
Just so you know, we're not going to be able to go into a totally different place.
It's like they can't believe that.
But that's going to happen. That's not going to happen. We'll be lucky if we get in any place.
Happy aniversario!
Guys, whiskey traders.
What? Right here. What's this Irish? What's this Irish place? Cassidy's. Try the Irish place.
I don't know. I know there's a cool dive bar on 44th between 6 and 7.
What's it called?
I forgot the name.
Not Rudy's, right?
We can't do
Rudy's
chants and stuff like that. They'll kick us right out.
And dude, could you put that away, man?
Yeah, that's got to go. Yeah, I'm not taking off my hat. If they kick us out for the hat, they kick us out for the hat. When we ain't chanting.
All right. I'm out of here.